Okay guys, let's have a look at Palantir stock. What's going on today? 2.5% down, closed at $26 level, and very tight range move. Even though stock is trying to make higher highs, higher lows, very slow, steady move here, especially after this huge drop. It hasn't had a big range days because it's been moving with a $1 range, no more than that, and that's its average true range as well. Moving averages, let's have a look at that on a daily, and then we're gonna switch to different time frames to look at what's going on with this name. So today bounced off of 50-day simple moving average. This yellow line right here represents 50-day SMA, red line 200-day, purple line 100-day moving average, and this blue line right here represents 20-day moving average. So above it's all of its moving averages, all right, and they have earnings coming up. So will this be the pivotal point for this name? Because here's something I want to show you on a weekly chart. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. So on a weekly chart, yes, you can see for the past 3 weeks it has closed positive despite this huge 2 weeks of negative move down. So trying to get back up to that level. And also if you look at the monthly chart, that's what I wanted to show you. We are still in the range for Palantir, and that's the reason why maybe I wasn't covering the stock as much lately. So moving sideways, and one thing in November the stock could do after earnings, if they surprise the market and if it somehow manages to close in November above 2650, because it has never closed above 2650 since this pretty much since the beginning of the year. So if you look at these months, it has never closed above that level. So the reason why I'm saying that is because if it closes above, a lot of technical traders will be interested to hop on this name, and momentum, it could increase the momentum. And also if overall market goes pretty much bananas going into Christmas, as they call Christmas rally, if we're gonna get one, then there's a huge potential for this name to break out of this $30 level as well and head back to 40s, basically high 30s. All right, so that's what I'm waiting for if it happens. And also if it pulls back and if market doesn't like what it has to report, or if they report, then look at the support line as well. So this 21, I believe, has been acting as solid support for the whole year. Basically throughout the year it has never closed on a monthly below 2150-ish. So that's what I'm looking at Palantir, and also at a daily chart. Let's take a look at the MACD, and then we'll take a look at the option activity. So if you look at the MACD, it has been sneaking up here. Both signal line and the MACD line, they are, look at the momentum is really good, right? It's slow, but it has been uptrending right here for the past 3 weeks or so. All right, and option activity today on Tuesday, 245,000 calls were traded, 70,000 puts were traded. And if we take a look at the orders that came in today, just look at the biggest orders. Here are they. So November 19th, 35 calls. Somebody purchased 10,000 contracts at 10 cents. And that's pretty far outside of the money, and I'm not sure what's happening there. And also there are a lot of in the money November 19th $28 puts were sold, I believe. So, and or maybe if they bought these puts in the money puts, then then it's deep in the money, like puts being that were purchased, bearish bets. But if they sold it, that means they think that this could get back above 28, and they're maybe trying to collect higher premiums. And there are a lot of other cheap calls here: 29, 32, 26, 35, 29, 28, 28.50 calls. And also, if I scroll down a little bit more, we can see some $30 calls, $26 calls, 30, 35 calls for next year. Even there's one ordered for 2023, $50 call. $50 call came in multiple orders for 2 years from now. Those are leaps. And just by looking at this option activity, I can say short term a little bit bullish, and long term there are some bullish bets as well. But I'm not sure about these puts. Are these puts were purchased, or are these puts were sold today? Because clearly, if you look at the stats, there were more calls, 3 times more calls were traded than puts. So that's it for Palantir. I hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to subscribe, drop a like. I will see you in the next update once they report earnings. So take care. Peace.